Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right in my living room, in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Today's gonna be a little touchy, but we're gonna get through it. Right in 25 rules to live by. A storytelling story with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons. I got a good one for you today. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Feeling better about yourself yet? We getting there. All right, stay tuned. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. It's a beautiful thing. The work you put in to get there, a little tough, but when you get there, like climbing that mountain is so rewarding once you achieve it. So let's go. But these are things you got to do to get there. I'm gonna help you out. The question is, know thyself. That's an important part of climbing that spiritual mountain, knowing thyself. Know which person you are and understand if you're not the one you want to be, just get to work on yourself. Okay? A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them and don't be them. A person who knows not but knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and listen and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. I'll tell you about that later. A person who knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken you with spiritual knowledge. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. That's who you want to be. But until then, all these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Until my be true. Yeah, you know my girl, I like that. But what it means is balance. Today, we have a discussion. I had a question asked of me now. I'm getting people asking me questions. And as a supposed to be wise man, if it's pertaining to right thinking, it pertaining to spirituality, pertaining to God, I'll answer it the best I can. But it's gonna be my way. Just understand that. I ain't saying this is it, it's just my way. Alright? Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about my favorite, religion versus consciousness, my other favorite. Question now, do they go together? Which one is which? Let's talk about it. Like my man say, we got a whole lot to talk about. Let's go. With religion, I understand you have dogma and rules that you follow because you choose to. Nobody make you be religious. You choose to do that, and that's fine. Religion is a way of life, and I understand that too. You choose to follow, and I just choose to follow an alternate way of life, which I call right thinking, which is ancient Egyptian concepts. It's not biblical, so don't get your panties in the bunch. But we're going to ask the question, do religion make you conscious? And if you're conscious, are you religious? That's what we talk about, okay? So here we go. Can religion make you conscious, yes or no? I've asked the question to a few of my students, and a few of them told me emphatically, no. And as the teacher, I listen and I try to explain to them it's a double-edged sword. Remember, when you say no, that means you're blocking out the possibility of it happening. When you say yeah, that means you're saying it's happening. It's an anomaly. Let's talk about that. All right. I say religion on the if done right, which is practiced and taught and understood correctly and practiced daily, will sustain you. You can live with it. It's like the 7 rings on the chakras. When the same thing with masonry. The 3 degrees, you can live with it. You can survive. But it ain't the creme de la creme. That's all I'm saying. All right? Don't get upset with me. All right? Religion, watch this. When misunderstood and practiced, will never wake you up, will never get you conscious. That I know. Here you go. Let's talk about now consciousness. Consciousness, I keep explaining to you as studying, not religion. Religious is consciousness is spiritual awareness. Religion is following a practice and a dogma. Spirituality follows other laws. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Let's go. To become conscious is a mental and spiritual union within yourself. We call it spiritual awakening. The old name was Nihas. Y'all call it born again, resurrecting, whatever you call when that meeting between your heart and your mind makes it, it's called heart-mind coherence. You have to have it to experience to know what it is. So you call it what you want. But when you become enlightened spiritually, when you get conscious of who you are mentally, that's what consciousness means. I told my pastor, my God experience, and he understood from day one. And we've been working together side by side ever since. Remember, I was a bad guy. When I changed my life around, I got the call. First thing I did was find me another righteous man, which is my best friend and pastor. We've been rolling ever since. And he is a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. We walk together, we talk together, we worship and share the message of God together. And all my religious friends, I walk with them with no problem. Understand that, okay? All right, here we go. I want to get that out the way. Now, I know a conscious and religious brother. My pastor, he's very conscious, but he's very religious. So when I hear that question, it will sustain you, and if you live, do it, and be it, it will make you conscious, because the brother is conscious. So I can attest to that one from the positive side. Now, I studied what they call Sheet-Top Netta over 20-something years. We call it Nettarism. That's studying nature. That's understanding nature from top to bottom, stem to stern. I have plenty of knowledge of that. That's where I get my knowledge and understanding from. Knowledge of things. Nature. Okay? That covers a vast area of understanding life itself, because we're based on nature. If you didn't understand that, I'm just letting you know. Okay? I didn't use the Bible or religion to get God's attention. And I told my pastor that. He understood, no problem. But guess what? Since then, we haven't had a problem or a difference in how we serve and understand God. I don't have a problem with people religious who doing it the correct way. Understand that. Are religious people conscious? For all my religious followers and students, understand this. If you are taught correctly and you manifest for yourself the lesson that you was taught biblically, yes, you are conscious. Simple as that. Getting to God, it ain't no one set way. Right thinking of Sheet-Top Netta, the concept I follow, ain't the only way to God. I understand that. It's just the way that I choose. So please don't misunderstand me. Here you go. Most people who claim being Christians don't live Christ-like lifestyle. That's a tough road to hold. So they think they can't. But I'm of a different concept where that's the whole concept. He did, and if he did it, why can't you? Serve your God with all your heart and do the things you need to do. That's all it is about. If you follow the correct teachings of the Bible, you will become conscious. Why? It's things in there that's coded. You have to have somebody break it down for you. My pastor's doing a great job. Why? Because his flock is perfect. His flock is growing spiritually in the Lord. Why? Because he leading them in the right way. Sorry about that. All right. A knowledgeable Christian is a righteous living person, and respectfully. I have no problem with y'all. I love y'all. Why? Because you represent it the way you profess it. That's right thinking. I have to represent right thinking in the way that I present it. Why? I have no other choice. That's what I do. For you. All right, but that's the whole point. If you are sincere, if what you putting into what you believe in 100%, you will get out what you put in. Simple as that. I'm saying it don't work. I'm just saying a lot of people don't use it the way it's intended. That's all. All right? It's like people exercising, doing the wrong exercise, think they're going to get something. If you're going the wrong way, you're never going to reach your destination. Lies don't miraculously turn into truth. Lies are lies. Truth will always be the truth. Find it, get it, understand it, and you know it for yourself. It don't need help. The smarter you are, the more conscious you will be by gaining knowledge of whatever it is you're in. That's what I'm saying. So don't get me wrong. All right, let's keep moving on. I got to get this out. I'm moving way fast. I'm sorry about that. But this is what I do. All right. Are conscious people religious? Two-part question. Here's the other part. Are my conscious people? Pump your brakes. All right. I'm God conscious, a.k.a. I know myself. Thanks to my right thinking, philosophy, and way of life, I've gained that knowledge from doing what I know to do. I'm just passing that on. I go in fellowship with Christian people. So that makes me Christian. When in Rome, you do as Roman. When I'm in church, I'm a Christian. When I'm out and about, I'm a right thinker. Don't get it confused, okay? I tell you, I'm not religious. Listen. I have no problem with religious people, but I fellowship with good Christian people who are religious, and that's what they claim. So I go there and act accordingly. Simple. That's not hard to do. We all there for the same purpose. This is what I have a problem with. If you representing God, if you professing God, follows fellowship, whatever religion you profess to be, if it's on God and I follow and understand it, I don't follow with you at all. Trust me, we all servants of God. I don't claim being a Christian. I don't follow the doctrine to the Lord. I can't claim to be something that I don't subscribe to 100% wholeheartedly. Understand that. I can't be Muslim. I eat pork. I can't be Jew. I eat pork. Christians don't mind me eating pork. Okay, I'm rolling with them. Why? I can eat pork and still worship God. We got no problem. You telling me what I can do, I don't particularly care for that. So that's my option. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I'm about to wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're getting something out of this lesson, my people. Right thinking philosophy is and can be both. It's all about serving God and finding yourself. Understand that, please. I teach this, not preach this. Here we go. Right thinking philosophy can be seen as a religion for some. Yeah, but why? Because I live it. So religion is something that you profess. So I'm living right thinking. You can call it religion. I have no problem with that. Not at all. I call it a way of life. So whatever you choose to call it, it's fine. But if you're going to follow it, understand what you're doing. So when somebody asks you, you can say, it ain't religion, but I profess it. I live it. So it's a way of life. Right thinking philosophy can seem, but bringing the whole purpose is to make you conscious, make you understand who and what you are for yourself. I'm a messenger. You live and you practice right thinking philosophy the same way you practice Christianity, Judaism, and religion. It's the same thing. Just put it in effect and live it. You ain't got to run, I'm this, I'm that. I ain't got time for that. Okay? Understand it. All right, here you go. Me serving God because I'm conscious. I serve God and I think, do, and be conscious of that concept. Why? That keeps me in due bounds of myself. Why? It keeps me conscious. It keeps me on the right path. That's my spiritual discipline that I employ on a day-to-day basis that keeps you there. You start drifting. Drifters. That's what you guys are. I haven't got a word for you yet. Drift. I'm going to introduce you to that one. Right now, let me wrap this up again. I know God servants don't fight over serving God. I don't bash, I don't disrespect nobody who's serving the Lord. I got a problem when you're faking it. I got a problem with you perpetrating it. Don't get it twisted, all right? Here you go. Wrapping it up. Right thinking philosophy is the perfect concept. It goes with all religions. Why? Because it's God all the time. However you break it down, I don't care, but I'm God all the time. 24/7, that's what it's all about. God on my mind on God. That keeps me occupied all the time because an idle mind not focused on God is the devil's workshop. Understand that. I appreciate you. I got more. You know I do.